All About Scorpio, part 47. Okay, the last time we've covered November 11 to 13. And right now it's quite special. Quite special because it's November 14, 15, and 16 because it's my birthday on the 16th. So, yeah, I'm excited for this one. And also, today is November 11. So, happy birthday to all those, Scorpio celebrants, okay? And it's also very powerful because they say that 1111 is the portal, right? And very strong. So, yeah, happy birthday to all of those Scorpios out there. And we'll begin now with November 14. And you know why it's also special before I start? It's because most of the Scorpio friends or close people that I know that are Scorpios, either their birthday is actually a day before mine or after mine. So my birthday is November 16th. So this is quite special because some of them were born before my birthday. Okay, so if your birthday is November 14, here it is. Okay, you're actually peace-loving, idealistic, and sociable. People find you warm, and you have very little limits as far as social interactions go. Regardless of how seemingly different the people you meet may be from you, you always make the first move and take the initiative. You draw a lot of people, and they would love to have you on their team. For love, lovers born on November 14 are actually charming and romantic. You're a very attractive person, both inside and out. And people born on this date loves going out fancy restaurants, as well as undergoing new experiences. You also have loving gifts. It doesn't matter whether a token of appreciation is big or small, expensive or cheap. What matters is that you make the first move. Unlike other Scorpios who like gifts, you don't expect a gift back. This partly explains your tremendously positive attitude. You focus on what you can give instead of what you can take. You're also very attentive as far as details and thought are concerned. You want to communicate to the person that you're interacting with that you're truly thinking about them and that you care about them. People around you feel appreciated and acknowledged, and this is why you tend to draw a fairly deep level of loyalty and affection. For career, they're naturally charismatic. You are charismatic without even trying. You tend to say the right things at the right time to the right people. Furthermore, you are envied by a lot of people. The good news is that they are not jealous. Most often than not, they just naturally become your allies. And the best career for you is any line of work that involves some sort of persuasion. You might want to look into sales or politics. Personality traits. You're known to be quite diplomatic and definitely easy to talk to. That is why attracting quite a bit of followers wherever you go will prove not to be a problem for you. Without even trying, people are attracted by your natural warmth and, most importantly, your accessibility. You don't have an invisible wall in front of you. You just take people as they are. It matters not whether they are poor, rich, educated, not educated. You're excited about the prospect of making new friends. Now, what are the positive traits? You're probably one of the friendliest people in the complete zodiac. Congratulations. This is quite a mean feat to accomplish. Scorpios, after all, are very emotional. Oh, wow. Really? One of the friendliest people in the complete zodiac. Okay. However, your emotions are configured in such a way that it's outward directed. The more you excite people, the more appreciated you feel. You draw your strength from how happy you make other people feel. Negative traits, since you are an outward directed person, be on the lookout for people who would take indefinitely and not give anything back. Believe me, there are emotional parasites out there. While you do have a tremendous capacity to give emotional warmth, support, and energy, you do have your limits. Unfortunately, many people born on November 14 end up with romantic partners that are emotional black holes. That is right. Light comes in, but it doesn't escape. So beware of these people. It doesn't mean that you don't have to be friends with them, but you just need to be aware of their impact on your energy level, optimism, and ultimately self-confidence. Next one would be top tips. You should avoid trusting people who would use your confidence. These are people who would take your emotional warmth and give nothing back. There are many people like this. They talk a big game, but ultimately they keep on talking without giving anything in return. I'm not saying that you should be a mercenary in your relationships. You shouldn't necessarily demand a quid pro quo type of arrangements. Nonetheless, you should get something in return because you owe it to yourself. Lucky color is gold. This color projects prestige, high quality, and abundance. Believe me, you have an abundance of emotional energy. Celebrate it and draw a lot of confidence from it. Lucky numbers for November 14 are 1, 5, 9, 14, and 27. Rather, 17. Sorry about that. So, the final thought. Being charismatic can definitely work to your advantage. However, make sure that you select your friends carefully. Try to avoid people that act like energy vampires who suck up your energy and never give anything in return. You know, that's sad. I mean, and you know, if this is really true, if you're born November 14, and it says a lot how generous you are, how you have this emotional abundance within yourself, yeah, you better be careful who you give your energies to, or you share your love with, everything. Because definitely, I totally agree with what they're saying here, that there are emotional vampires or parasites out there. So there you go. That's for November 14. I'm excited for the next one because, yeah, I know someone was born November 15 who was, you know, a huge part of my life, okay? And who was, yeah, I'm clarifying that, who was. Okay, I'm going to pause. I'm going to drink my coffee first before we proceed to November 15. Hold on. Okay, November 15. This is something very special to me because I used to have a dear friend. We kind of like had a mutual relationship. I'm not saying it was really, romantic relationship, kind of like that. But anyways, something happened, and I just take it as a learning. And but if you take it on a level of friendship, it was definitely wonderful. I had one of the greatest times of my life being with this person who's also Scorpio, and he was born November 15th. So I'm quite curious right now. I mean, the personality traits of someone who's born November 15. And if you are born on November 15 and listening to this audio recording, let us know. Drop a comment. And again, you have to check out trustedpsychicmediums.com because I don't want to take credit for all these. I'm just basing it off on the website. And so let's get started. Okay, November 15, as a Scorpio born on this day, you are courageous, persistent, and determined. Oh, that's so true. You are a very emotional person, but your emotions are targeted towards your goals. Not surprisingly, here we go again. I think I should call this recording Not All About Scorpio. It's going to be Not Surprisingly Scorpio Part 47. Anyway, you tend to be a very determined and focused person. Once you set your mind to something, it will get done. And there's no third alternative. Otherwise, you will feel really depressed. Pause there. This person that I have in mind was born November 15. Exactly. Speaks about his personality. It's so true. He's very courageous, he's very persistent, and very determined. Maybe that's the reason why we get along so well, because I have the same qualities as well. Okay, anyway, let's move on. People are drawn to your personality because they can see that you are a reliable and trustworthy ally. However, you don't make friends easily because you tend to filter people out. So true. It is not like you're afraid of being hurt or that you have some prejudice on certain personality types. You just have an aura about you that tells people to stay out. Interestingly enough, people who take your initial hostility or snubs tend to be really great lifelong friends. We're talking about really close friends that you would give anything for just to help them. that's the kind of relationship you are trying to attract. And pause again, because that's something very, very, interesting for me, because I remember there was one time that I was asking about something and he doesn't want to share it, like I told him I thought we were friends, and he said, I don't trust you. He was so blunt in saying that, I don't trust you, I mean, I know that you're trustworthy, but I just don't trust, whatever information I want to tell you about this specific subject, or about this specific thing that's going on. So yeah, that is so true. It's not like that they're actually kind of like, like they have some problems with trusting people. It's not really that. They're just very careful. For me, they're just very careful, and they give off that kind of vibe to stay out. It's something like that. If they don't feel like it, then you can't just force them to do whatever it is that you are hoping for them to do. It's not a way of control. It's just that that person was so closed off, like very cautious, for me is the word, not really closed off, but very cautious, that they just don't want to give out information, that they think, that they feel, not just think, but feel that they just need to keep that information to themselves. Okay, I hope it makes sense. But anyway, I could really, really resonate because of this person that I know who was born November 15th. So obviously, this audio recording is going to take longer than usual. Okay, anyway, love for November 15th. Lovers born on November 15th are very confident, enthusiastic, and demanding. While you may choose to go to hell and back for your lovers, you also expect them to do the same. Unlike other Scorpios, you demand equality. What this means is that whatever you give, they better give back. Oh my God. It doesn't have to be in the same form, but it has to be the same intensity. You don't like an imbalance in your life. This is why you're not a very jealous person. I don't think so. It's kind of jealous and possessive. Anyway, just saying. You trust your partner all the way. However, once he or she breaks their trust, he or she will be gone, really gone for good. And that's so true. You tend to look at emotional situations in black and white terms. Either a person is with you or they're not with you. For career, people born on this day are very strong-willed. You don't give up easily. Moreover, people born on this day make for great leaders and managers. That's so true. Your ultimate superiors always look to you as the go-to person when it comes to a particular project or grand objective. The reason for this is because they know that you're not going to drop the ball or run out of steam in the middle of the process. They have a huge sense of assurance that once they assign something to you, it will be done. Accordingly, you tend to reach the highest levels of any organization that is lucky enough to hire you. Now, let's move on to personality traits. You're known to be witty, broad-minded, and have a very interesting sense of humor. So true. Oh my God. You also tend to be quite a carefree person. However, once you commit to something, you can be expected to pull through. You don't start things and fail to finish them. That is not you. Instead, once you decide on a project, you will complete it all the way to the end. That's so true, because there was one time he told me I'm a man of words. If I commit to something and if I say this, then I'll do it, and that was always his advice for me at the time we were together. Like he would always tell me to make sure that if you promise something, you got to live up to it, because it's important. It tells a lot about your reputation, about your credibility, or who you are as a person. So yeah, I totally agree with what's being said here about his personality traits. Positive traits for November 15. People born on this day are very focused and intense. So once you commit, you take matters into your hands and make it a point to go all the way. This makes you a very trustworthy and reliable person. People don't have to think twice about giving you an assignment. They know at the back of their heads that the assignment is going to get done. Now let's proceed to negative traits. While you are very focused and energetic, You also tend to expect the same from other people. This is going to be a problem because we are all different. You may be a high energy person, but if you have a partner who's a low energy person, this can be a source of conflict. Don't expect the rest of the world to be just like you. It's so true. You know, that's a thing that I kept on telling you. I'm sorry, I'm so enthusiastic right now. But my gosh, this is so freaking true. You know, that's the one thing I don't like about this November 15 guy. That I know, because he has so much high expectations of other people, and he comes off someone who's kind of like a brag, like, you know, like, yeah, I can do it, so why can't you, you know? But you can't expect other people to be on the same frequency as yours, you know? Sorry about that, quite emotional. I don't know, being a Scorpio. Anyway, this is especially true when it comes to your values. A little bit of respect for the natural diversity of people's attitudes, values, and character can go a long way in making you a much happier person. I so love this. This really describes his personality. I don't know you guys listening to this, whether you're born November 15 or you know someone with whose birthday rather is November 15, let us know. Okay. Anyway, what are the top tips for those with a November 15th birthday? You should avoid being too naive and impulsive in your decision making. Make space for differences in opinion, background, as well as in perspective. Amen. That should be his, you know, that message should go out to him really fast because, yeah, he had, you know, this person that I know was born November 15. He feels as if, you know, he knows everything, that his beliefs are the best beliefs or his views are the best views, and is not very open to other ideas, you know. And I kind of find that, I don't know, I kind of find that off because you have to respect that there are different beliefs, different races, different cultures, different, you know, everything, you know, cultural differences or different religions out there. And so you have to have that kind of respect and understanding that, you know, everybody's not going to be the same pace or level as yours, you know. So that is really amazing, honestly. I'm amazed by this reading. Not reading, I'm sorry. I'm so used to reading, oh my God, about the personality traits of November 15 people. Anyway, let's go ahead and proceed to lucky color. Lucky color for those born under this day is white. Oh, that's why he loves the color white. He'd always tell me that whenever I wear white, he would really compliment that. It is a color that is produced when all other colors are present. Accordingly, it emanates positivity, purity, simplicity of focus, and is being reflected on the color white. Lucky numbers for November 15 are 2, 4, 8, 12, and 22. And the final thought for the November 15 zodiac: being positive allows you to improve further and have peace of mind, even when times get rough. Your energy is not unbounded. Keep in mind that while a high level of intensity and focus can get you far in life, you also need to make sure you don't burn out. There you go. All right. And before we proceed to my birthday, November 16, I'm going to sip some water and some coffee at the same time. All right, hold on. Oh my God. And, you know, actually, I want to sip right now. Hold on. Let me just sip on my water first. I don't know. My energy is really intense today. Probably because it's November 11/11, and we're gonna, you know, talk about my birthday. I'm curious. Actually, the first time I was drawn to trustedpsychicmediums.com was because I just check out my birthday personality traits. It all started from there, and I was like, wow, it described a lot about my personality. Not entirely, but there are really, you know, some points out there that was, you know, ringing true for me. Anyway, enough of the talking. I'm gonna sip my coffee this time. Okay, November 16 zodiac. Here we go. So, as a Scorpio born on this date, you are practical, intelligent, and meticulous most of the time. However, you do have your moments. From time to time, you get irrational and overly emotional. If you think that this is something to freak out about, don't. It is perfectly normal because this is who you are. You are a walking study in contrast. 1 minute you're hot and then cold the next. You can be rational the second, then impulsive the next. Instead of feeling the need to apologize for your personality, embrace it. The sooner you accept your contrast, the quicker you would make them work for you instead of against you. For most of your life, you struggle with your seemingly irrational mood swings. Don't feel embarrassed about it because it is absolutely normal. Okay, it's normal. Anyway, love. Lovers born on the 16th of November are generally faithful, loving, and romantic people. Scorpios born on this date have a strong emotional attachment to their partner. While you can play around when you're single, the moment you commit to somebody, you get really serious about your relationships. That's true. That is so true. Past lovers will then become a memory to you. All other potential romantic opportunities becomes forgotten and you focus on the partner you have committed to. However, if your partner gives you a reason to think twice, it is not that difficult for you to get thrown off the track. It is also very important to note that it's not easy to get your trust, so true, as well as please you. Nevertheless, once your partner does get you to commit, you will be very loyal to him or her. To make this work, make sure you insist on the same level of loyalty from him or her. Okay? For career, they are generally quite serious. That's so true. And meticulous. That's so true. They tend to show up on time and do some extra work. Hell yeah, that's so me. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, they often double check your work, and in some cases, they even triple it. This doesn't mean that you are obsessive. This just means that you have high standards. Not surprisingly, you tend to do well, especially in the field of accounting. You make sure that everything is in place. In the beginning, this trait would slow you down, but as you get the hang of it, you actually become quite fast and efficient. Personality traits for people born on November 16. You are curious, so true, meticulous, intelligent, and serious. You are also very practical and loving. For the long run, you need to make sure that you pick the right partner. Otherwise, it's very hard for you to commit. It's not uncommon for people born on November 16 to jump from one partner to the next and keep their romantic life very casually. That's not true. I mean, I don't jump from one partnership to another. Honestly, it depends. Of course, again, just like what I said, not everything will ring true for you. As for me, I don't really, my birthday is November 16th, so I don't jump from one relationship to another. In fact, I'm already turning 39 and I've never been married, okay, because I take relationships very seriously and I don't want to commit just out of nothing. When I commit to a person, when I've decided that I'm going to be with this person, it's because of I have decided, my mind is clear, and I am very determined, I am confident, and that I truly love that person, okay? I don't believe in casual relationships, I don't. So on this part, it doesn't really ring true for me. Just saying my personal opinion, because again, doesn't mean all November 16 people have the same thing going on, okay? It still depends on your other planets that's affecting you, the environment that you're in and all that. But this is just for fun anyway. So anyway, let's move on to positive traits for November 16 peeps. You are a very intelligent, serious, and analytical type of person. Because of these traits, it is completely natural for you to carry a conversation. A lot of analytical and introverted people are so focused on the world of ideas that they're not very good conversationalists. You, however, have the best of both worlds. You not only are a great thinker, but you're also a fun person to talk to. Negative traits. As serious and meticulous you may be with your career, you're not that serious when it comes to romantic relationships and friendships. Oh my God. You tend to go from crowd to crowd and have flings here and there. No, But I do love, I do love, it's because of, let's not talk about the romantic side. I'm not being very defensive here. Okay, I'm just wanting to clear my side here because of what it says here on this personality trait or the negative traits of November 16 people. My personal experience, or as a person born November 16, again, I am not, honestly, I don't go from relationships to relationships, but I take relationships very seriously. Now, when it comes to friends or people, yes, I do. I do like to communicate to many people as much as possible, not only because I'm in a sales business that you tend to talk really to a lot of salesperson or salespeople rather, different people, different backgrounds, and it helps me a lot to widen my perspective and widen my knowledge on people and learning a lot. That's why I love cultures and going from places to places, because I really wanted to broaden my horizon or broaden everything, my knowledge and all that. So yeah, that's just it. I don't know with other people born on November 16, and I'm really hoping that somebody would actually speak up. Like, if you're born November 16, let us know, okay? We have the same birthday. Anyway, the great thing about this is that once you meet your match, you are more than ready to commit. You often give yourself excuses for not committing by blowing up or exaggerating the shortcomings of potential romantic partners. All right, so let's proceed to top tips for November 16 people. You should avoid judgmental people. If you have friends who harshly criticize you because of your mood swings, you might want to look for new friends. The good news is that you shouldn't have a difficult time doing so. Yes, I know. Anyway, lucky color is black. Yeah, black is my favorite. Black is the absence of color. It is very beautiful because of its purity. It projects elegance, sophistication, seriousness, and honesty. Yes, that's so true. My favorite color is black. Black, I find it so classic, so elegant. That's why I love Calvin Klein, I don't know, Calvin Klein used to have like a black and white thing, and he's a Scorpio, by the way. So, yeah, I just love the color black. And then blue. What else? They're my favorite colors. Gray, but mostly black. And then, mostly black and royal blue. And then purple as well. Anyway, what's the final thought for November 16? You can be very careful in certain areas of your life. You can definitely be very meticulous when it comes to your career. It would really be a good idea to be as meticulous in your relationships as well. Make sure you make the right friendships, attract the right kind of friends. While I'm not saying that you should expect something in return from your friends, make sure that they are at least encouraging, positive, and good for you. Wow, that's a great advice for me. I could truly, feel that. Could really feel that one. So anyway, that's about it. We've covered November 14, 15, and 16. And I'm sorry it took a long time because we're talking about, some people that I know born on the 15th, and it's my birthday as well, November 16. That's why it took this long. But, this is awesome. Really, really awesome. And the next time, I'm going to change the title, probably starting fiscal year 20. I'm going to make it, not surprisingly, Scorpio. Part 1. Anywho, thank you so much. Happy 11/11 day and happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. See you on the next All About Scorpio.